Christy. In this video we are going to be talking about mistakes I've made with my curly hair. I'm not happy with most of the stuff that is on this list that I've done, but at the same time there are a few things that I'm still doing that I'm trying to get out the habit of doing. I just want this to help you guys to love your hair and just listen to your hair, because that's really the whole premise of this video. And yes, I have curly hair, and some things that I have on this list are for curly hair, but most of the stuff is very universal. But if you have straight hair, wavy hair, any type of hair, I feel like you could get a lot out of this list as well, because even though I do have curly hair, the stuff on this list anybody could take advice from, because hair is hair, you know, you want to protect it, you want to just love your hair is really what this whole video is about. It doesn't matter what type of hair you have, and I obviously will be talking about the perspective from curly hair. And if you're new here, my name is Christy. I make lifestyle, hair, and skincare type videos, and if that interests you, please think about subscribing. It really helps this channel grow, and it helps me understand that you guys are liking the content I am making. So let's get into the video. And these aren't in a certain order, the worst things to do with your hair to the least, nothing like that. I just, whatever came to my mind, I wrote it down. So number one, not using the right products for my hair type, and that is the number one thing about anybody's hair. If the product doesn't say it's for your hair type, it doesn't say it's for thin or thick hair, don't use the product, because it's not made for your type of hair. So tip is, I like to look for brands that are for curly hair and have curly hair products. I'm looking at a new brand and I have no clue if they are for curly hair. If they have something that, let's say they have a curl cream, and then I read it and it sounds like it's for my hair, then I will try it. So it's really just about finding the brand that fits you. Some of the brands that I know are for curly hair. So two brands I've mentioned in the past that I'm going to mention again, Maui Moisture and Shea Moisture. Those are my top brands that I know really focus on curly hair. Their main focus is curly hair, but like I've said in the past, they do have lines where it's for straight hair, wavy hair, thin hair. So number two, not styling with a heat protectant when straightening my hair. I'm guilty of this, especially when I was younger, guys. I was like, no, I'm just gonna take this 400-degree straightener and just go. I wouldn't prep my hair or anything. I would just go and straighten my hair and be like, oh, it looks great. Meanwhile, it was poof. It's a poof. Meanwhile, I wanted it like how I would get it at the salon. So like I feel like my hair journey really started around 2018, 2019. That's when I really focused on the products I should be using in my hair. I'm not saying before 2018 I wasn't using products that were for curly hair or anything. I just didn't know how to use the products, if that makes sense. And it's a learning experience, it really is. You want to find products that are for your hair and that your hair loves, because you don't want to fight with your hair, because your hair will definitely win that battle because it's your hair. And yeah, I try to love my hair all the time, even though some of these mistakes I made will tell you different. So number three is straightening hair when it's still a bit wet. And I used to do this a lot, and I was like, oh, it's okay if it's like sizzling. I just did not know. So I'd go on YouTube and I'd watch people straightening their hair. It would usually be curly hair going to straight hair, and that really taught me that I needed to treat my hair better. I needed to start in the shower. If I was going to straighten my hair, I needed to have clean hair and use a heat protectant. Use a heat protectant. It will save your hair. And most heat protectants are not just a heat protectant. They do all these other things. They'll help with frizz, they'll smooth your hair even more, and they'll even like add shine and stuff. So there's lots of benefits to using a heat protectant, and I just think that's very important. And I just can't believe little Christy would do that to her hair. Like, I could laugh about it now because I'm much better with my hair, but it's just cringe. So number four, not protecting my hair, especially at night, meaning putting a hair cap on my hair when I'm sleeping, or using a pillowcase that is satin. Those don't put as much friction as cotton does on your hair. So I would recommend anybody to either invest in a satin pillowcase or invest in a satin hair cap, which I have, and I have many of them. My hair is a little poofier, so let me use my bigger one. And yeah, guys, I can't tell you enough to protect your hair at night, which I definitely need to work on that, because sometimes I'll do it for like a whole week and then I'm like, nah, I don't feel like it. Number 5, not properly detangling my hair. Like I said earlier about me just going in and straightening my hair, you need to detangle your hair, because hair gets tangled, and if you just go in the shower with dirty hair and you don't ever brush it or anything, you might see results, but a lot of your hair will be on the shower wall. So that is like a number 1 thing you need to do, is detangle and make sure your hair does not have knots. So what I like to do, especially if I know my hair is a little detangled, I'll take a little conditioner when my hair is a little wet. So if I'm in the shower, I will wet my hair obviously, and before I detangle anything, I just let the water soak in, and then I go in with some conditioner, especially on the ends, and I'll finger detangle. I'll go in with my brush and like really focus on detangling from bottom to up, because I think that's very important. I just want to keep my hair as healthy as possible. Number 6 is something I feel like we could all relate to, is keeping dead hair. Not cutting dead hair off because we want the length. You might have length, but that hair is dead. It's going to show it as split ends and dead and just fried, especially if you straighten your hair or use heat on your hair constantly. Your hair is going to be fried if you don't protect it. I'm not saying that 100% of the time that you use a heat protectant on your hair is not getting damaged, because it is. A heat protectant just tries to reduce that damage. And like, I'm very guilty of this one too, because I am like, let me just have my hair grow. But if you don't want to cut your hair, you should get trims or trim your hair yourself to like keep it looking clean and to prevent less breakage because of the damaged hair. So number 7 is overwashing my hair or underwashing it, because I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, I haven't washed it enough, and maybe I'll go a whole month washing it more than I need to, because I feel like I haven't cleaned it enough for some reason. So my hair will definitely show me that. So yeah, if I'm overwashing it and my hair is feeling a certain way, then I definitely will try to reduce that. And I definitely have seen results in cases like this where I overwash my hair, and then from overwashing it so much to underwashing it, and then the hair is like, girl, we need to get back to normal. And once I get back to my normal, then I see that my hair isn't getting dry from overwashing it and doesn't have lots of flakes in it for underwashing it. Number 8 is not using a hair mask at least once a month, because I feel like most hair masks that I've used really help your hair to just restart, or just really hydrates your hair and stuff like that. And I think that's so important to use a hair mask at least once a month. There are hair masks that an hour long, and there's hair masks that are 2 minutes long. So it really just depends on how much time you want to give to it. Either way, your hair is getting the treatment it needs. And of course, there's different type of hair masks. If your hair is dry, you want to hydrate. If you want to make your hair stronger, there's hair masks for that. If your hair is colored, there's hair masks to keep the color looking bright and beautiful. Oh no, guys. This one hits home, because I still do this sometimes, especially if I wet my hair at night. This one still hits home and hurts me, because I know better not to do this, and it is sleeping with wet hair. That is the worst thing you could do for your hair, because when your hair is wet, it is the weakest, and just don't do it, especially if you don't have a satin hair cap or a satin pillowcase and you're just using cotton. Your hair will be super tangled and just a mess, and it's not pretty, because I've done this a few times, guys. Like, I'll let my hair dry like a good amount, just don't do it. But it's just still a little wet, and that's never good. That is never good, guys. And I try not to do it. I haven't done it in a few months, so that's good, but it's just like, no. And the last one, number 10, is drying my hair with just a regular towel. The reason why this is not the best for your hair is because drying your hair with a regular towel, it is because it just soaks up all the moisture, yes, and that might be a good thing, but at the same time when you're going back and forth like this with the towel, it's creating friction on your hair, and we don't like that because that creates frizz, that creates tangles, and yeah. You could definitely use a shirt to dry your hair, or there are hair towels, and I use both. But most of the time I do dry my hair with my towel, so when I do that, I just like put it on my hair, scrunch, take it away. Put it on my hair, scrunch, take it away. So that's not the worst thing in the world, but that will create damage in the long run, and like I said, this whole video is about protecting your hair and keeping your hair look healthy. Alright guys, so that is 10 mistakes that I've made to my hair, and some of them I continue to do. So if you have any more questions that I did not answer or anything else that I did not answer, please leave it down below. And if I'm able to answer it, I will. And also please like and subscribe. It really does help me know that I'm creating content you guys enjoy watching. And until my next video, bye!